Good afternoon, everyone. Angam, Isa, Maya, and Dhara. Okay. Do you guys remember the last practical that we have done? Last practical that we have done, do you guys remember? Guys, you sit in maintaining the social distance, okay? I mean, like you sit once, yeah. No, that is because of the admin rules. The rules have been circulated yesterday. Okay, so from today onwards, we are going to follow those rules in offline sessions. So in offline sessions, mask on and social distance will be maintained. Ubuntu, okay, fine. Windows system is also okay. Then you use REPL. What was the last practical that we have done, students? Nobody remembers. What was the last practical that we have done? First lab. And yours, Heather? Yours too. First lab, yours too. Great. Ibrahim,
Yes, ma'am.
you remember what is the last thing that we have done? Okay.
Yes, we use the bash to write the output and take the input from the user, like writing the student detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So practical number 2 is done.
Yes, practical number 2 is done.
All right. Fine. See in your online e-content, okay, in your e-content, you'll be having your OS practical list. I have uploaded it. So by the time students here are setting up the system, you guys go and download that e-content list of practicals. Okay. You guys can also download the list of practicals which is there in your e-content. Have we started with arithmetic operations, students, in your bash? Addition, subtraction, have we done that? No, why I'm asking is because there was a rotation in the lab. Okay, so I don't remember you guys are able to do it or not because of that rotation. Okay, fine, then we'll start with that only. All of you, please be ready with your REPLs. And online students, can you see my screen? Okay. All right, so we are going to start today with arithmetic operations in Bash. All right, done? Fine. Students, for some time, please have a look here in the screen. Okay, as it is just two of you, so I'll do board work whenever necessary. But right now, you just come this side, both of you. No, don't join online. You both sit here. You'll be able to see my screen. Okay. Fine. Visible or not? Okay. Otherwise, you can just come this side more. Fine. Now, okay. Okay. See, we are starting with your arithmetic operations in Bash. So far, we have seen what was your printf statement. So that is your echo command. Okay. And we have seen your read command. Read is for reading your variables. It is equivalent to your scanf. Okay. So now, as you know how to read and how to print, so we are going for arithmetic operations, simple calculations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, like that. Okay. So the first one that we are going to address today is your addition program. Right. Now in the addition program, what is happening is, see, like this, you are going to write echo, enter two numbers. Okay. And then in the read, you are going to write number 1 space number 2. So it is going to take two integer values like this. Okay. Now you need to do addition. So that means you need to save somewhere and then you are going to print that variable. So that variable, let's say you are taking it as sum. Okay. Now there are two ways to write your arithmetic operations. The first way I am showing you. The first way is you declare your variable, that is sum, then write equal to, no space. Okay, do not give space. This is not C language, so do not give space. Sum equal to, okay, then there is a slant, you can say single quote, okay, just above your tab in the keyboard. So you give that one key a push. Okay, so that is slant single quote above the tab key near tilde sign. Okay, so sum, then that single quote slanting, and you write EXPR. EXPR stands for expression. Okay, so EXPR. Then you give one space, and the same way as you were accessing your number. So $1 space plus again space number 2. Okay, and you end it with again one slant quote.
What's dollar mean? What's the meaning for dollar?
What's the meaning of?
For dollar.
Dollar is used to access the value which you are going to enter.
Just like percentage D.
Yes, just like percentage D and percentage S. Okay, so dollar will be used to access the value that you are going to enter here. So this is one method. The another method is you again declare the variable sum. You give equal to sign. Don't give space. Okay, you give equal to sign. Now in between dollar and pair of circular brackets, in between dollar and the pair of circular brackets, you are going to do your arithmetic operation. Again, to do that you have to use one more pair of circular brackets, and inside that you write directly number 1 plus number 2. Okay, so this is the two ways. One way is like this, you can write using your expr. Okay, another way is you can write like this. Okay, this expr, okay, this method you can directly write it without variable also. For example, echo space double quote sum is, and you give that single slanting single quote expr dollar number 1 plus dollar number 2. Okay, end that single quote, end of your double quote. Like this also you can write if you don't want to give this particular variable sum. Okay, I'll show you. See, I'm writing here hash exclamation forward slash bin forward slash dash. Okay,
Syntax.
echo. I'm showing you do this addition program. Then you can go for subtraction, multiplication, and division from the practical list. Okay, echo. Enter the numbers. Okay, read number 1, number 2. Now I'll show you all the three ways. Okay, first method number 1, sum equal to expr dollar number 1 plus dollar number 2. Okay, second method, sum equal to dollar double bracket circular, again inside that circular double bracket number 1 plus number 2. Okay, so I'm going to print three statements for the same output. So echo sum with method 1, so dollar sum. Okay, I'll print it. Sorry, copy that. Sum with method 2, so that is my capital variable sum, so sum. Okay, and the third I want to write sum is. Okay, and I'm going to copy this thing. We can write it directly in the echo itself. Alright, let's run it. So enter your numbers 20 and 50. Somewhere there is syntax error. Did I forget the space? Method 2 working. Method expr. See, if you forget spaces also, it is not going to run. Let's see. Still syntax error. Okay, let me check here. You guys carry on with this one, this method. I'll just check and tell you guys. Okay, you carry on with the method number 2. By the time I'll resolve this method 1. Okay, you have to go on by addition of three numbers.
We are done with this now.
What?
Thank you. We are done with this.
But students said that you have just printed this. Is it done?
Is it done? Graduation and graduation. We've done four of them. Four, we've done four. All this. Subtract and multiply and divide. All done.
Simple interest.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was nice.
It is calculated.
That's good.
Students, are these program done for you all? Ibrahim says no.
Rahim said no. But again, like, I remember we take like,
You sure about it, Heather?
yeah. But I put a review.
You did it in REPL?
Yeah.
You did it
I'm
in
sure I
REPL?
did this for
Just do one thing, log in into your REPL. Okay, students, it has came into notice that we have completed it till your practical 7, because student here has even written the steps. Okay, and he is your batchmate. So apart from Ibrahim, who says no, then okay, I'm not going to like scold anyone here. It might happen that our lab session is coming after like what, a long time, I guess. Last week it was not there, right? B batch, I think it got missed due to JEE exams. and previous to that, I think I have completed till practical 7.
Yeah, done.
I was not sure, so that's why I asked you. And even here, Heather is telling, and he did show me that the practical is done. So, what about others, guys? Angam, Isa, Hussein, Maya. What about you guys? Ibrahim, it's fine. If you don't know, it's okay.
This, this,
Yeah.
and just take the screenshot and
All right, fine. Okay.
this in 19th
19th of Feb.
yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's quite a lot of time. 19th of Feb, so it is before JEE. Yeah, because in this week there was JEE and now we are back again. Okay, so students, we have finished till your practical 7. You guys have not done it or don't know what is the issue? Tell me quick. Okay, quick revision for all those who are not knowing. For all those who know, it is okay. Okay, you can start with simple interest. But for those who don't know, I'll present you my screen again. Heather, you logged in into your system, REPL. Start logging in.
What's the website?
repl.it/.
RPM.
REPL
RPM.
IT,
IT.
yes, / and give one enter. repl.it.
RB.
R E
Okay.
P P for parrot.
Okay.
L dot IT.
The website itself is in French.
No, that cannot be in French. It is an English, not P. P for parrot. R E
RPL.
REPL
PL.
dot IT / Okay. Log in with your Google account. You don't need to sign up directly go to log. Yeah, and from that Google account from here, you enter it with your
Our
192.168. What did you say? No internet? Okay. R E R E P small letters. Not B. E. P. P for parrot. L dot IT / slash. This is / You can open to the next tab here. Okay, click on login.
Login.
Yeah. From that, in Google, click on Google. Yeah. Now you enter your college ID. What? No, you'll be able to log in with your Google IDs. Online students, just a minute. You will find it. You must have Okay. Just click on Bash. Open your Bash file. Okay, students, we are going to calculate your simple interest. So, first of all, tell me what is the formula to calculate simple interest?
Which language you should?
Bash. You open up the remaining 45 and you'll find Bash there. Yes, students who are online. Simple interest. Formula for simple interest. Nobody knows how to calculate simple interest? Students, are you there online or just sitting? Okay, then tell me what is the formula for simple interest? Correct. What was so difficult in this? Dash selected.
Yeah, select
Go down.
Only Bash or only
No, you should select three languages. Any three, but keep dash as one of the selected.
I have to learn
Pick two more.
Two more.
Okay, students who are online, I'm sharing you my screen for a quick revision. I hope the screen is visible. Okay. See, this command is going to run in your system definitely. Okay. There is no, nothing wrong with this particular expression. For REPL, I have to see, like, it is not picking up. Okay. So this is the correct command and it is going to run in your systems as well. Fine. Now coming to your simple interest. Okay, it is your practical number 8. Okay, it's your practical number 8, a shell script to calculate simple interest. Now for simple interest, SI, okay, the formula is principal amount into rate of interest into net time, okay, divide by 100. So what you need to do is, first, if you break this whole program into parts, okay, the part 1 of the program, okay, is to take input, 3 inputs you need to take, okay. Inputs are 3, that is a principal amount, rate of interest and net timing, or say the amount of period of time you want to keep your money, okay. So 3 inputs taken, after which you have to do the product of 3, okay. You have to do product of 3, all right. Once you receive the product, that means your PRN is calculated. By product of 3, you are calculating PRN. Once this is done, okay, then part 3 is dividing the product by 100, okay. So this part, and at the end you will get your simple interest, something like this. Okay, I'll show you. See, you are entering, or say taking your principal amount, you are taking your time period, you are taking your rate of interest, okay. Now in the product here, okay, what I'm using dollar, then circular brackets, okay, 2 circular brackets ending and closing. In between that I am writing the product P star N star R, okay. And for my simple interest, whatever product I am obtaining, okay, that value I am fetching here, so that's why dollar product divide by 100, okay. Same thing I am going to fetch here. Simple interest is SI. So if I write here amount, let's say I'm writing the amount as 10,000, okay. The time period I want to keep it for 10 months, and rate of interest I am seeking is 10%, okay. So when you write the simple interest, you are getting as 10,000, okay. And it is clear also, like if you can do mathematical calculation, product of these 3 divide by 100, fine. So it will be what? Your 10,000. So like this you have to do your practical. That is your practical number 8. Now see this particular expression, okay, for addition which I showed you, you can do here subtraction also, you can do here multiplication also, you can even do your modulo also. Okay, you can do your divisions too. Fine. So this is the code, or say the syntax that you need to remember in order to do the arithmetic operations. Am I clear? Offline students, clear? Clear? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have to start doing the program. Okay, you need to write a shell script to calculate simple interest. I'm giving you 10 minutes of time to write the code. Ideally 10 minutes is way too much time, but fine. It is your first time, so you take your time. But 10 minutes only. And for the rest of the students who are not speaking up, I don't know if you guys are there or not. Guys, you're not supposed to sit. Start doing the practical. When did you do? When? The simple interest is not done. This is simple interest. I explained. Good morning, Heather.
I'm trying to the lunch.
What?
Came from lunch. Yes,
You came from lunch, so you are feeling sick. Yeah, I know that. I can make up.
So, you want to identify my here,
Yes.
new folder.
New folder. Yeah, you can create new folder. You can create new REPL. New REPL is nothing but the file. Select dash. Give any name. It will be an arbitrary name there. So you give some name there. Header. If you need to wash your face, you may go and wash your face. But don't sleep.
yes. Yes, now, people will just show me the code.
The bash has no, it does not say no syntax for header file.
It does have a header file syntax. The header file syntax is this. The syntax for your header file is hash exclamation mark forward slash bin forward slash dash.
That is header file in the program. No?
Yes, before you start writing the program, you have to write this header file. After which my rule comes, the rule that I have set for you guys, that is echo space for double quotes, first name of the student, last name of the student, dash your enrollment number.
That's
Okay.
Python, right?
This is dash, this is space here. And after this 2 lines, you have to start writing the code without feeling sleepy. Done. Good, Ibrahim. Just present your screen. Let me see.
Mom, can you stop share your screen so I can able to present because it's saying
Cannot
permission
present.
before. Yeah, you can stop share your own before.
Now, the studio needs to use a focus.
Okay.
Now, it's okay.
Mother, you have to take. I think I can bring this water.
I've seen it.
Ibrahim, I'm waiting, okay? You have to write first one echo command 2, enter P, R and N values, right? Then after you write your read command, okay? You don't write directly the read command, otherwise user will think that what I have to do. Ideally, you are asking, the program is running, but user won't be able to acknowledge. Ibrahim, the screen is visible along with the formula that you searched. Okay, enter the principal amount. No, but I appreciate it. At least you tried to search for it.
Yes. Yes, mom. How much do we want the principal?
Give your own number, no problem, your choice.
Okay. I did maybe get 10%.
Okay,
Maybe 10 years.
all right, correct.
10 is the answer. Yeah.
Anyone else online who has finished the task? Ibrahim, you can stop sharing. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else? Waha, Hiba, Angam, Anas, Ahmad.
Now, after it, you can write some.
Yes, no, not some, but you need to do the product. Okay, and yeah, fine. After which you have to do product for dollar P, R, and N like this. Yes, like that only. It's correct. Okay, students who are present online and active, write your numbers in the chat. Ibrahim, you write your numbers first. This is not your attendance. I want to see how many students are there in the session because nobody is answering apart from Ibrahim. Like what is the problem? You guys are not getting, you guys don't know how to do, then you tell me, I'll start from the very scratch. The class is not over. I just want to see that how many students are there actually there. Vaha, you can use your phone from which you have joined the meeting to do the practicals. You have to do your practicals on online terminal. The address is repl.it/. If you write this in your mobile browser, it is going to take you to an online terminal. Isa, are you there? Yes, Ibrahim, you can go ahead with question 9. Isa, I can see you have written the number, so that means you can hear me. Kindly reply yes or no. Okay. Through which device are you attending the meeting, mobile or laptop? See, the formula is PRN divided by 100. You have this product. Now you need to do this division. Divide by 100 now. Next, after this. Divide the product by 100. Yeah, that's a 4. Isa, can you present your screen? Ahmed, are you there? Can you present your screen? The students are not going to scold
Ma'am?
anyone here. Okay, just present me the screen.
Excuse
Yes,
me, ma'am.
Ahmed.
Ma'am, right now I'm not in my room, so I'm using my mobile.
Yes,
I am using my mobile right now. I'm not in my room.
you're not in your room.
No, I'm not in my room right now. So I'm using my mobile. I cannot use any laptop.
Kindly reach quickly to your room and access your laptop. You need to do these practicals, dear.
Okay, ma'am.
Quickly reach to your room.
Yes. Okay, ma'am.
Maya,
Yes, ma'am.
Present me your screen.
What, ma'am?
Present me your screen.
Ma'am, I can't now.
Why so?
Ma'am, next time I will share my screen.
No, dear, that's not how the lab work is going to be happening. Why are you not able to present? What is the matter?
Okay, ma'am.
Students, this is not good. I have total 9 people in the meeting, including me, out of which I am sure of only one student who is doing the practical. I don't know what rest of the 7 people are doing. You are not even answering here. If you are answering, you are saying that you cannot present, or you guys are not having access to your laptops, or any XYZ reason. Then dears, what is the advantage of joining this meeting? Yes, if it would be my theory session with you guys, then I would have considered the cases. But this is a lab practical. Practical means hands on, something you are doing. I can just vouch for Ibrahim that he is doing the work. I cannot even have like 2% of the confidence that even rest of the students are doing it or not. I don't know that because nobody is presenting me the screen. So what am I supposed to do with you guys when you come up with a question that madam we don't know this particular practical? At that time even I will tell that okay fine. It might be happening because you have not done the practical when I was teaching. Guys, please see to it that this is your practical session and you are doing your practicals. I have here Ibrahim, the only one who is actively participating. What about others? I'm not just teaching him, I'm teaching all of you.
No.
Finished? Enter the number. Yeah, I'm coming this way. Enter number. No, that one. Just write 2000. Okay, then write 1000. No, 10. It's R value. So 10. No, don't give space because you are right. You are taking all the numbers at a time, no? So don't give space. 10 and n value 30. Okay, okay, no problem. So give enter. Command not found. Okay, you did a mistake here by giving the space. You don't need to give space there. And you don't need to write this read. This dollar product will be inside equal.
I don't have to give it.
No, that dollar product will come inside equal. See, which command is not found? You forgot space here. See, you have done till here.
Yeah.
Okay, you must have done this in the same.
Yeah, 100.
Okay. Ibrahim, you can try for 10th, practical number 10. Alright, this is done. Now you are writing your echo command, then you give space. Okay, you don't give space here. You don't give space here. In the echo command, you give space. Then you do double quotes. Okay, and you write your sentence. Simple interest is dollar product. Okay, and in your input, when you are giving input, because you have taken P, N and R in a single read, okay, you have to give that numbers in same line without space. So when in the console it is asking, okay, you have to give, let's say 1000, which is for P, okay, then N value you are giving it as 10, so that is your N, and again 10 for R. So in the input you are going to write like this without any space. Simple interest is 0. It is incorrect. It cannot be 0. Okay. Wait. Do like this. Product is different. So this much is different and this one is different. Or what you can do is simple way. Okay. Don't increase the complexity by doing these many brackets. You do first product, okay, equal to dollar sign P star N star R. Okay, and then you calculate SI dollar product divided by 100. Okay.
This amount is if I read through the differently,
You?
I read through the
So you don't need to read it out. You need to print. Just as in your C language, if you wanted to print anything, what you were doing in your C language, okay? If you wanted to, let's say, print a variable. So what you were doing, integer variable, you were doing it with percentage %d is the variable and then comma and your variable name. That's what you were doing. Okay, so in bash, you are combining these two. So here, this is my variable which I want to print. So I am accessing it with dollar sign. So dollar product. Okay, you don't need to do read command and then you write dollar product. This is wrong.
This is the equal whatever the value is.
It's still 0.
For students online, the code is, this code is, okay. This is the code for your practical number 8, simple interest. Okay, shell script to calculate simple interest. Fine. Now in the next practical, you have to find out which is the greater from the two numbers. Okay, which is a practical number 9. The practical number 9 says that you have to find which is the greater number from the two numbers. Okay, so here we are going to use the concept of if loop. Okay, so we are coming to the if condition statements. So how you are going to write for if conditions? I'll explain you guys in just 5 minutes of time. See, your if condition statements, the very first is your statement, is your just your if statement. Okay, so what is the syntax for that? The syntax is if, one space, square bracket, again space, and you write your condition. Okay, after which give an enter and write then keyword. Again give one enter and you can write your set of codes for if. Now here in bash you need to indicate when this if loop or say if statement is ending. So to mark the ending of this, okay, you are going to write what? Fi. Fi stands for marking the end of this if loop. Okay, so that was your if statement. Now coming to second point, that is your if and else statement. Okay, the syntax is what? If space square bracket space condition, you write then is a keyword, you need to remember this. Okay, then you write your set of code, after which you can write the else part. Again for else you write the set of code, and to mark the end of this loop you write fi. Is it clear? Online students, is it clear? Okay, now coming to the third statement in the if. The third statement is if, else if, and else statement. So that means if else if. You must be familiar with this because it is already there in C programming also. So the syntax is if space forward slash square bracket space condition space. Okay, then keyword, and you write the code which you are supposed to write for if. Give one enter and write elif, that is elif. You are not going to write complete else if, just elif. Okay, give one space and write condition for elif. The similar fashion how you are writing the if condition. Again, then keyword, write your set of code and write else. Okay, and to mark the end of this, you write fi again. This is your if else statement. And the last one in this particular topic is fourth, your nested if statements. Here you are going to do what? Nesting of if. So if space, again square bracket, conditions, space, okay, then keyword, set of lines. Now in this set of lines, you are going to write what? Your second if. Again following the same thing, space, square bracket, condition, then write your set of words. You can write the else part also, write the code for else part, okay, and fi. Now this fi, okay, this particular fi is for this if, okay, it is not for your main if. This fi, the last here which I wrote, is for this particular if, okay, it is marking the end of the inner if. Now you come out of it because you ended that, so now you write the else part, okay, and the code that you need to write in else, and now you come out and write fi. This fi is end of this main if. Okay, so this is your nested if statement. Any doubts so far from anyone? Okay, now when I say about conditions, okay, in your C language, if you want to do any comparison, what you are doing? A greater than B, or B less than C, or A equal B, right? Like this you were doing. But here, okay, instead of these operators, this is what these are operators, okay, instead of these operators we are going to use keywords. No is for Ibrahim, no is for
Yes, ma'am. I didn't get what you say.
you wrote no, right?
In which one?
In the chat I received one answer from you as no, so that no is for.
Oh, you asked that. Is there any doubt, Anes? You know.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
All right, but see where were we? Yeah, in conditions. So here what we are going to do is, instead of these operators, okay, greater than, less than, equal, in your bash you are going to use keywords. So for example, if you want to check whether two variables are greater than any one, okay, so for that the keyword is dash gt, okay. If you want to do greater than, equal to, if you want to do that, then you use keyword dash ge, okay. Similarly, if you want to do less than, then keyword is dash lt. Okay, if you want to do less than equal to, okay, then you do dash le. And if you want to do equal, you want to check, okay, there will come one scenario when you are going to check it. So if you want to do equal, okay, then it is dash eq. Okay, so these are the keywords that you are going to use. So for example, in my if condition, I want to use if space square bracket $a greater than $b and space. So if this condition is true, okay, then I should write echo $a is greater. Okay, so like this you are going to write in your in your bash program. So now you can do your practical number 9, a shell script to find greater from two numbers. If this is complete, you can go for practical 10, that is a shell script to find smallest as well as the largest number. Okay, students online, this is the 2 task I'm assigning. Can you show me the brackets that you are using, Ibrahim? Okay, wait, I'll come back to you. I need to explain to the offline students. Just wait. Students, the task is already given to all of you. Kindly start doing it. Ibrahim, you can start the work. I'll stop presenting your screen. I'll ask you again to present the screen. Okay, Heather, if I want to write if statement in C language, please write on the board that how can I write that.
So language,
Yeah, in C language.
I will write that.
Okay.
Since
It's okay. You don't need to write brain here. Come on. I give you that much of liberty. Directly write the code of it.
if condition statement else,
Okay.
then if else, if else, if else, if else, else.
So in C language, can I say that if I'm writing it like this, if A greater than B, think that A is large number. Okay. So is this correct? C language.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. Else,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
scanner.
yeah. That's good.
The part of cover. This is correct or not? Yeah, so this is only a thing you have to write.
Yes.
So officer of print has to do with decode.
Yes.
All right.
So now you can sit there. So now what you guys are going to do is in the bash itself again there is an if condition. Okay. Now this if how you are going to write it? Ibrahim, you can present me your screen now. Yes, it's visible.
Here I use this greater sign and it still work.
Well, let me see now in my system. Do you have Ubuntu, Ibrahim?
Yes, I have Ubuntu.
Ibrahim, you have Ubuntu with you?
Yes, I have Ubuntu.
Uh, could you try this same thing there? Because I guess it is REPL, an online compiler. Sorry, the online terminal. So it might be accepting, otherwise, it should not.
Okay, I will try that. I am trying number 10, but still there is a problem. Here is it. I try to use the if else, it doesn't work, and then I try to use the to store it in the variable, but it's still not working.
Yeah, to store the variable, you have to write something like this. Suppose you are storing variable num1 in A at line number 8. So it will be A,
Yes.
then directly equal to, don't give space. Okay.
Okay.
After equal to, write dollar num1. Like this you write. I've written in the
That's what
chat
I
also.
forget.
So by this you will be assigning the values to A, B and C. Don't give space. Write it together.
Okay, here is the one that I missed also.
Also, you have to provide dollars there everywhere. Dollar number 1, dollar number 2. Then only the value will get compared. Otherwise, it is going to compare your variable names. In that if also, line number 11, you forgot the space.
Okay.
Similarly, at 15. You have written if, then you give one space. Then in line 11, number 2 space dash LT. Number 2 space dash LT in the first condition.
And here?
Yes. Some dollar number 2, then give space.
Okay.
Yes, there. Correct. Similarly, you removed space in line 15 also. Go and do that. Second condition after ampersand. Yeah, after ampersand, the condition after ampersand, dear, in that LT and dollar num2 does not have space, do space there.
I think now it's okay.
And smallest number is A, B, and C. It is wrong. It can be only one number, not all three.
Yeah. So I just put it so it will uh, give the value that is available among these three variables. Because now I don't know which one it will select. It will be based on the input of the user. So when I put all the variable, which one that is having the value, it will be printed here among these three variables.
But the three variables will get printed, dear. It see, you run the program. You'll see the problem.
Let's take number 6.
You cannot write it in one bracket. You have to write it like this: if space spin condition number 1, then come
So
out
they
of the
must be in the
bracket
different.
ampersand, then you write your condition number 2.
Okay, they must be in a different bracket.
I've written in the chat.
Okay.
Command not found. Ibrahim, do one thing. You read all these three numbers in different echo and read statements.
Okay.
Now, if they if
This is the part of this condition. Yes or no? If I- From here you are supposed to put M out. Support then keyword with this one.
Okay, I was supposed to go for nested if. I was supposed to go nested if.
Is it working first? Number 1 is not greater than number.
I like you. I like you.
Still an issue? Just let me have a look to you now. Wait. If
Okay, now is not.
Chianidi, just wait, please.
now always after saying you have to
What?
then always you have to
Heather, can you just wait for 2 minutes? Ibrahim, I'm sending you the solution for the largest number. Okay. From that, you can make out the solution for your smallest.
Okay.
After Fi, you don't need to write anything. Fi means N. And nothing comes after Fi. You wrote something. In if else statement, you have to write this full thing. See, if you are writing if statement, then this one, okay, along with Fi at the end. If you are writing if else, then this one, okay. If you are writing your if else if, then this code till here, okay.
The condition is if you want to run number two, and number one is 5, right?
Yeah.
And number 2 is 2, so it's greater, so you print at 5. Hence we know,
Do one thing.
okay?
Run again. Give enter number as 4 and give another number as 14. That's wrong. Because the number 1 is what? What is the number 2?
But it's 4.
4 greater than 14. Then it should go to the cells. It's not true. The problem is, yeah, the problem is this greater than sign. It is not recognizing that way. Instead of that, you have to use dash E. Now write 4. Write 14.
It is in this case, it does not recognize this individual data comes from. It means it does not recognize individual data as you have to use.
But Ibrahim says that for him it works. I am not agreeing to that. It cannot work. He did show me, but I don't think it will be the same case. Like sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't.
No, this is right.
Yes.
The third one.
If else,
If
if else. But Heather, we are writing half codes. Where is the if condition for this one? There is no if condition here also. Directly you have written syntax on this. If condition you need to write, no? Go up. Yes. You can take screenshot. You are not able to understand this written part. Is it so?
Yeah, I understand. This is right.
Okay. But if then for
Yes.
yeah, but don't forget this fi at the end. Okay. Then you are writing this whole thing. Then this fi won't come in between. This fi will be here only. Remember this fi means end. Okay, so it is not going to come in between anywhere. Okay, unless and until it is your nested if, then fi is coming in between, but it is what indicating that it is end of this one. It is not end of this one. Okay, so you remember, and everywhere this particular statement is coming common. Okay,
Are we going to
you can do it. What? Ibrahim, you do it for smallest number as well. Okay, I gave you the logic for largest number. You do it for smallest number as well.
Yes, the smallest number is done also.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it
Uh,
works good.
all right. Ahmed, Ahmed, are you there in the session? Have you done it now? You said you were not in the room. So I told you to reach the room. Have you done it?
how is going to submit assignments? What's it?
I'll instruct in class.
And for the exam, there are no activities, right?
Ahmed, can you present me the screen? Yes or no? Simple.
Ma'am, I cannot write now.
Can you please pardon? Ahmed, can you please pardon? I couldn't hear you.
Excuse me, I didn't hear you.
Yes, yes. Students, next time when you come to the lab, online or offline, especially when you're coming online, please see to it that you do some work, okay? Today I can only vouch for Ibrahim that he has done the work. I cannot say that except for him anyone has done the work for those who are online. And it is not, very much fruitful on your part then afterwards. You will not understand what we are doing. Later on it will be, you will lose interest. So please see to it that next time when you join the lab session, you guys are, having the access to the terminals and you are actually doing the work. All right, all the present students, write your numbers in the chat. Students who are present, numbers in the chat. Thank you all for attending the session. You are free to leave. Heather, your number TD2 4049. Okay, Heather, you can